Yo, it's been a while. Finally back here on HeyLangford Gaming. Got a new setup here. Still working out a few things with the setup. That's okay though. How's everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear me and if things are synced up. It doesn't look like my camera's synced up anymore. Always things. But it may be fine the other end. Just want to check one thing here. No, it's all the same from last time. See Michelle's here. I see Katie's here. How's it going? Checking one thing over here. It's been a while since I've had to kind of juggle a bunch of things. Kate says, could be just me. You sound a tad muffled. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check. Is that sounding better? It does sound a little bit muffled to me as well, but who knows? Check, check, check. Check 1, 2. Okay, so it's been a while. Have you been? I've been good. Been getting a lot of work done. There's a lot of things that just needed to be off the plate. Finished my last semester teaching probably a month ago, and that's another reason why I took some time off too from the gaming channel, because I just had to get a bunch of things sorted out. If you follow Dear Bands at all, Dear Bands Live, the podcast, and the kind of the infrastructure for everything, I've been putting some time into that because there's things I wanted to do to kind of grow that whole system a little bit. So was able to get all the graphics sorted out and kind of a new game plan as far as how I wanted to approach it and get some content out, and also free things up so that I can spend a little bit more time with interviews, because I've had requests to not just do Mondays. I've had requests to open up other days of the week too, so I wanted to switch things around so that that was possible. So missed everybody. It's been a while. I think I snuck on here on Saturday or Sunday. I was on here for a little bit, just kind of testing stuff. I did all my testing then, so now I'm curious to see if it actually is working properly. Because it kind of doesn't mean anything until it's actually working full time. But are things synced up? That's my question. That's the question I need from the audience right now. Because if it's not, I kind of want to figure that out, because I don't know how much I can do this knowing that the audio is out of sync. Leanne's here. Leanne says, yep. Does that mean it's in sync? Or did you just jump in here and say, yep? Is that your new greeting? You're about 10 seconds behind me, I think, as far as whether I know you can hear me in sync or not. Leanne says, it is good. Okay, I'm assuming we're still talking about things being in sync. It's funny because I was messing around with a lot of, because I use OBS. Anyways, long story short, for people who care, I've been using a PC for the last few years to do my streaming, and I don't like it at all. It's very slow. It feels like it runs on diesel. It's like, it takes about 15 minutes for it to like warm up to the point where I feel like I can actually do stuff with it. Leanne says, yes, in sync. Okay, perfect. We're good. We're good now. But anyways, I figured out with the game capturing card, I could use it with one of my Mac Minis in here. So I decided to try it. And long story short with that, there's a patch piece of software you need to get it to sync up properly. But they're like, your audio is going to be a little bit behind your game because of how it gets looped through. Didn't seem to have any problems on Saturday, but my webcam seemed to have a problem with it. So found that interesting. Anyways, we're here now. Without further ado, so now I'm just chatting everyone's ear off. It's fun to chat for a bit though. Starting a new playthrough today. Also, I don't have a green screen anymore. That's my actual background. Actually, I go to the good side. So we don't have a green screen, so you can actually see the box for this. They did have this on Game Pass. I was thinking about playing this for a while. Dishonored 1 was awesome. I really enjoyed that game. It was a good mix of stealth and action and cool story. So when I saw Dishonored 2 was on there, I'm like, I should play that. But I also picked it up a while ago in a package deal. So I was thinking, you know what? After I finished Evil Within 2, because I was on Game Pass. I'm like, I'm gonna get to Dishonored 2. So if you look back at my old posts, my old post on the HeyLangford Gaming page on Facebook, I had like a, you know, be back in a couple weeks thing, and it was actually the artwork for Dishonored 2, because I was planning on playing it next time, but didn't end up doing it. So ended up playing Evil Within 2 instead, which was really good. So yeah, without further ado, so I like to always show the beginning of games. Hopefully the audio is okay. I haven't tested any of this. I want to say I'm prepared, and I'm like 80% prepared, but that extra 20% can definitely get you. So without further ado, let's start Dishonored 2 here on Xbox One. First time playthrough. Leon says your subtitles are destroying your grammar, and it's making me happy. Amazing. I always like to see what, because I mumble and don't speak very loudly, so I'm always curious to see and hear what AI captioning will do. And I have a good friend that does like super AAA live captioning for a living, so I'm always curious to see what he'd actually have to say. Although he said not watching this one because he wants to play through this game soon as well. So a little bit of backstory. I don't know how much they'll actually tell us about this, but you basically your name was Corvo, and needed to save this girl Emily, who's like the daughter of royalty sort of thing, and a lot of bad things happen. And a big game mechanic from the first one was the more people you kill, because you can non-lethal take down people, but the more people you kill, the more rats would be in the city, and the more rats in the city, the less you could actually touch the ground, because you eventually get overrun by rats. So not like a plague tail rats, but they would be chomping away at you. So all right, we got some music here. We do got some music here. I'm gonna hit the any key. Cindy's here. How's it going, Cindy? Adjust until darkness symbol is barely visible. You know how I roll. As bright as it goes, because I want to be able to see things. I'm going to check the options already. Let's bring the music down just a little touch there. Let's go to controls here. The graphics already look good. I mentioned before I moved from my other gaming rig, and I had a 32-inch LCD TV from like 15 years ago. And invert y-axis always, auto aim, snap, yes please, auto aim strength 100%, absolutely fantastic. Apply settings. No, I wanted to apply the settings. I only really changed one thing there. There we go. But yeah, the graphics on this monitor looks so much better than my other monitor. Visuals. No, don't need to do that. Audio, subtitles, always. All dialogue. Speed volume looks good. Gameplay. Auto use mana elixirs. Sure. Auto save journal. Sure. Kill cam. Let's say normal with that. I don't know what that is. Head bob. I think that's when you're running, because sometimes when you're running, it'll like move the camera and stuff. I'm missing a bunch of messages. Cindy says, doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing very good now that I've got this set up in the office. It's one of the things too is the lighting in here. It's way better. I think the power went out again, so I had to reset my lights, but it's just so much easier on the eyes in here compared to the other room. And then also where the camera is, because the other camera had to be like right in front of me, so it kind of blocks some of the screen. So say I start playing hockey again, it'll be a lot easier to see the entire screen, which would be nice. It's always nice. Katie says, I like the chat setup on the screen. Thank you. I've been trying to integrate it better. And I think I saw another live stream a couple days ago, and I was like, you know what? That's how to do it. Try to just put it in the bottom left-hand corner and just let it do its chatty stuff, because it was hard to try to fit everything on the screen. Also, not to keep going on, but another big thing was getting like the whole bottom right corner, because it's not green screened in my body there anymore. It's less processing on the computer, and also I can move my face around now to wherever it needs to go. I can actually just be this guy if I want to. So I'll figure out where I actually need to be on this game. But it's just easier to do that because playing Dying Light, it was hard because there was actual game stuff in behind me, and people couldn't see it. But I'm like, I'm not moving my camera because like then my body doesn't make any sense. So I'll just be floating talking head. All right, campaign. Let's just get right into it. Nope, not New Game Plus. So we have not played a game yet. Easy. Enjoy the scenery and narrative, exploring at a leisurely pace. Enemies have limited perception, inflict less damage, and will give up the chase sooner. Elixirs have increased restorative value, and your health regenerates faster. Let's see what it says about very hard. A brutal experience for highly skilled players. Cover offers less concealment. Sound travels further, and reinforcements show up in greater numbers. Enemies are very perceptive, attack faster, and deal more damage. Elixirs have decreased restorative value. Yep, don't want to do that. Easy. I like playing for the story. That's what I'm here for. Do you want to start the tutorial? Yes, I do, because I don't know what I'm doing. I probably need to do this tutorial like every week. I'm gonna play this. Cindy says Guinness is sleeping beside me, being a big ball of flood. And then corrected to floof. 1 second, I gotta read this. Dunwall, 1837, 1852. As Emily Kaldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, you have numerous enemies. Your father is Lord Corvo Attano, infamous royal protector and spy master. So that you're Corvo in the first game, and you got to save Emily. So they officially say that you are Emily's father. In the years since you took the throne, Corvo has spent many hours training you in the arts of stealth and combat. Interesting. All right, let's go here. Beginning. Dishonored 2, Xbox One.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said.
Michelle's gotta go. Nice seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Overall, looks pretty good. Give me 1 second here. I know I usually crank up the brightness, but I think it is too bright. Because it looks like crazy bright. I think that, let's start there. There we go, that looks a little bit better. Just gonna try to find my settings here. In case Michelle says I gotta go, it's nice seeing you. See you too, Kate. Michelle, thanks for stopping by. Cindy says we'll talk to you soon. I think Cindy's talking to Michelle. Katie says, I start new games on easy so I can play casually and learn the controls. I still manage to die a lot. You've seen I succeed in dying a lot in these games.
The smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city.
Just gotta sort out here. Sort out the audio here. I made like a couple changes, and I feel like, because my mixer's like underneath this shelf thing, and I may have gone for the wrong control there. Press.
What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
Oh, his father's over there.
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
All right, that's crouch. A's climb. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good with what we need to do here.
I can slide beneath that. Yes.
That was fun.
You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
All right, I can do that. Oh. Oh. Okay, that wasn't the smoothest.
Good.
But it was still good. Cindy says, it's first-person games I can't do. I will have up trying to figure out where to go. Yeah, you can definitely lose your bearings in first-person games. Kitty says, what is this game about? Did you say I missed it? I got up to make a sandwich. That is a valid excuse to miss information because you're making a sandwich. I do believe this game is about people trying to overthrow royalty. and just people that are in charge. Because Emily's family, I think, is royalty. Because the first one, I think Emily got kidnapped. Yeah, Emily got kidnapped in the first one, and you had to go and save her as Corvo. But there's a really good mix of stealth and action in the first game. It was pretty awesome. Oh, you grab the chain. There you go. Okay, so far the controls are like not annoying. Katie says, first-person games give me motion sickness if I play too long, especially when driving vehicles like in Far Cry. I hear you. I hear you with that. Can I climb this wall? Oh, just tap the jump button.
Now let's see how quick my feet are.
Okay, sprint and jump.
I can make that jump.
So, other thing about this too is it kind of had Dying Light feel to it. As far as some of the rooftop stuff.
Let's see how quiet.
Cindy said Oreo booped Guinness on the head randomly, and now Guinness looks stoned. Okay, that's good. Stealth. Press B to toggle stealth mode, crouching down and walking silently. Your visibility in stealth mode is greatly reduced. Stay behind cover and out of sight to avoid being detected. Enemies are slower to detect you in stealth mode, especially when you are farther away from them, above them, or at the edge of their peripheral vision. In shadow, though this matters more at a distance, stealth mode enables you to take cover under desks or tables to lure enemies away, distract them by throwing an object such as a bottle or setting an alarm on a clock. Wow, alarm clocks are definitely in this. Yeah, no, like the stealth element of this game was pretty awesome. I'm gonna hide behind these fish. Best place to hide sometimes is behind the fish.
If you're quick enough with the chokehold, that's one more person who gets to wake up and go home.
Right button. Oh, I gotta hold it. Oh, tapped out.
That's my girl.
Sneak up on where? No, I didn't read that. I didn't read it.
Don't let me hear you or see you. Use cover to stay out of sight.
Did I just steal the key?
Didn't see anything at all.
Given time, an enemy will notice you, even if you're at the edge of their peripheral vision.
Sneak up to press. Already pickpocketed him. Oh, I got the keys. So I guess I go over here.
Quiet as a lynx stalking a
So
gazelle.
in the first game too, you could use non-lethal takedowns. There was like several different ways to
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
Okay. I guess it's beneath it. Okay, so the things on... Okay, I got it. That was on fire. I can peek through the keyhole? There's a lot of sneaking around in the first game, so it was pretty fun. Door is blocked. Oh, I guess I gotta hit that. Can I hit that? Oh, I gotta hit there. There we go. There we go. Gemma's here. How's it going, Gemma? So do you guys just stop by before my next class starts? Sounds good. Hope you have a good class. How's things going where you are, Gemma? If you're still here. No, you said you're just here for a second. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we?
Right trigger to attack with your sword.
Come on. That's my daughter.
Okay, how do I block?
When someone swings a sword at you, block.
Good timing.
Block with your blade. Good. Well done.
Okay, that was
Very
good.
good.
That was good.
You've got a natural instinct.
Okay,
for
so all
fighting.
your gun stuff's on the left side, all
If you
your
time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off
sword
balance.
stuff's on the right side. Wrong button.
Quick. Smart move. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer.
Okay, sword fighting's a little bit
You can
clunky in
choke
this
an enemy
game.
out,
That's not just
even in
me.
combat. When someone
Oh, okay. So they're off balance, you can... Okay. I was trying to read that and not get stabbed in the face at the same time. A little bit tricky.
while they're off balance, deliver a fatal blow.
That was kind of cool.
Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
That is good to know. That is good to know. I always find it's weird when they don't put any music or anything in between stuff. All right, number one, a long day in Dunwall. Today marks the anniversary of the death of Empress Emily Kaldwin, assassinated 15 years ago. Visitors from across the Empire and the Isle have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. So the beginning of the first game starts with an assassination. That I do remember, now that it's jogged my memory.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart.
No, that's not good. That's the worst.
In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible.
How do you lose a shoe like
I don't
that?
know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Looks pretty good.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
That party. A couple of the
Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Kaldwin.
A couple of the missions in the first one, you had to go to like parties and balls and stuff.
But today we
That-
honor my mother,
that hat.
the late Jessamine Kaldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
every year I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress.
Those faces.
I don't think I'm very good
Look at
at
those
this.
mugs.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the crown killer eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
They did a good job with like stylizing the characters' faces and stuff in this game.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsey says the Duke is bringing
What is
special
this?
gifts.
That's intriguing.
What is going on here?
Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
There was kind of a steampunk element to this game too.
What is this, Ramsey? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty.
I don't trust this guy.
Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation.
I don't trust this guy at
the
all.
rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Kaldwin, your rightful empress.
What?
Delilah Kaldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
She just looks evil.
My father was Emperor
Like, that's an evil
Jacob
getup.
Kaldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Kaldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you.
Look
But
at those
that's all.
eyes.
Hear
Evil.
me, all of you.
Totally
Your
evil.
rightful empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Kaldwin and her father for the crown killer murder.
That's how it starts.
What?
There's a lot going sideways right now.
Sword can't still my heart.
Did he just take his powers? He has powers in the first game. Let's mention that. It's not a spoiler. Okay, so in this game you can either play as Corvo or play as Emily. Full disclosure, I usually, and like I did like usual, I do watch through like a little bit of like getting started and just some hits and stuff. Apparently the playthrough using with like playing as Emily is better. And they're pretty similar between the two of them, but gonna play as Emily. Play as Emily Kaldwin, yes.
Cast you in cold marble.
Oh, that's not good. I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
Sweet girl, over time you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, and then I'll bring her to Coldwood Prison.
Oh, he just stomped on my face. That was not very nice at all.
I father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Are we all
Oh.
Captain Mayhew?
No!
That's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon.
Really
What
just
kind of
taking
sword
everyone down.
folds in half?
It's like everyone knew about this overthrow except for Emily and Corvo. It's terrible.
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
That guy's a jerk. Well, it's quite the intro
What happened?
section there.
Alexei. The throne room. Father. Nothing I can do alone. I need to
Alright.
get out of here.
I think I can move my webcam. Just, whoop, that's, there we go. Wrong button. I think I can move this down here just a little bit.
Hold your horses, Corporal. Dial.
I think that'll work.
Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world. He's old blood. One of the good families. And now that he's helped the rightful emperor,
Okay, a little bit of exploring here.
Ramses are gonna be back in fashion.
Is this how you save? Nope. Sometimes a typewriter is just a typewriter.
I used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then. Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while?
That works too.
I need time to think.
Oh, can eat all that food. Do some reading. Ship launch protocol. Empress. After the Royal Protector Shakedown cruise will launch the ISS Jasmine Caldwell just before the anniversary of your mother's passing, pending your approval, of course. On the platform, we'll have a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you will release to swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you, but here are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you to shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart, and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainwright. That was tender. Some tender sayings there. With the controls, just give me 1 second here. I just feel like they're like a little bit quick. Now it's a little bit slow. Just give me a second here. It's got to split the difference here. I just feel like a little too caffeinated. I'm trying to turn my head there. There we go. That feels a little bit better. Probably can't tell, but. Alright.
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
So, I've got to get out of here.
The Hound Pits pub. I can't believe it, but I actually miss those times.
Okay, so there's two windows I can open. 3. Okay, here's our dying light stuff.
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed.
I don't want to fall off this, like, at all. Let's get a little peek around here just a little bit longer. Okay, I guess I can go over here.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Light pouch. Oh, there's some coins in there.
Lady Emily.
They just killed everybody.
I was worried.
Probably shouldn't play the
Talk
harp.
about Now.
Probably not. There's good money there. I don't think anyone needs this money anymore.
This won't open without my ring.
Oh,
Ramsey has it.
need his ring.
I
Or
need
her
my
ring.
signet ring.
Are you still alive? Feel bad I was just kind of stealing
Where's the
people's
Royal
money.
Protector?
There's a coup underway. My
Coup.
father is... He's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Oh,
Alexei.
just enough
I'm sorry.
energy
Goodbye.
to help me progress through the game. I'm going to mention it several times. I'm way more comfortable sitting over here than the other setup, which is nice. Pick up the bodies. That is frightening. That is a frightening dead guy face. What is that? Audience request. Captain Mayhew, you don't know me, but you got to tell Royal Protector that I have urgent need of his time and carrying a message that is to be delivered face to face, tell him I'm working with Anton Sokolov, an old friend. All the boats are being sent away from the docks, but I'll delay as long as I can. Tell Lord Corvo to find me there. My ship is called the Dreadful Whale. Signed Megan Foster. You can really interact with everything. It's really lean around corners to peek at enemies. I don't know if I want to go over there yet. Don says, can't stay, but just wanted to say hello, Mike. Nice to see you back out with a new game. How's it going? How's it going, Don? It's going good. Playing Dishonored too.
I can't dally.
I'm not dallying, exploring.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you and your mother before you could
How you doing,
know
Don?
what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect, undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit, but trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember.
This is a
all that's
long
happened
message
over
on
the
that
last
piece of
15
paper.
years. You've held on to the throne, and you've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday
This
we
is
launched
talking about a lot
magnificent
of the
ship
first game.
bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
Don says, doing good, thanks. Is this first run of this game? Yes. I did play the first one years ago. And it was pretty good. Jackie's here. Wacky Jack's here. Says, hey there, is this a military game? Love these games. I called it. It's not military, but it's got an element of probably military to it. Because there's like royalty and stuff in it. He's got my ring. I'm trying to take him down. I'm pretty strong. This guy's not a small guy. Actually, I don't want to put him. He's asleep right now. Can I put him in the bathtub? Close enough. Put that man in the tub. How do I... In this game too, when they would go sideways, they'd really go sideways. So, like once people start chasing and stuff, it can get pretty crazy. Don says, have a great night. Be seeing you soon. Thanks, Don. Have a great night as well. Music is good. Oh, that guy. He's just... Why can I not? Oh. I couldn't do the non-lethal takedown because I was holding something. I didn't mean to throw him. That was my fault.
Throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn
So I can
safe.
kill him or I can knock him out.
For you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
All right, so you have to make a decision if you're gonna kill this guy or just...
Ramsey's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's my fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsey is too dangerous to be left in play.
Right trigger. Okay, I'm gonna take him down. Because he did bad things.
You deserve that, Ramsey.
So normally I wouldn't suggest doing that.
This won't leave my hand again.
But if he's too dangerous to leave in play, just take him out. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta make things a little bit awkward for everybody. Oh, there's two guys in the bathtub there. Two guys in the bathtub. All right, let's get out of here.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
Because the last thing you want is like the main person. We learn this from people that are like villains and stuff. They always leave like way too much wiggle room for the heroes.
Nights in here after the rat plague.
And it's the same thing with villains. You can't leave them all that wiggle room for them to like pop back up later. Elixirs.
I better take these.
What is this? Bone charms. Excerpt from a book on sealing traditions and scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself as a practice from longback press from salty dogs to young greenhorns, still finding their sea legs in old-time sailors cut in the tusks of ice seals. Excuse me. And into the arm-long fangs of bears that roam the isles, roam the islets, north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. Interesting. Interesting. All right, Crown Killer strikes again. Jack says, sounds like he needs to stop smoking. I'm sure. Hopefully there's brush their teeth back then in this time period. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Kaldwin has met a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, that's a good name, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Well, that's too bad. You always need supporters of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her slipshod style of governance. Oh, that's a low blow. And her willful neglect of duties. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty, most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is it now the duty of the Royal Protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne?
The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the
Must
Duke
be.
and Delilah.
Pistol bullets. Gun case.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
Yep. Get the guns. I don't remember what that is. Oh, I think it's the spy glasses. Yeah, so you can see. That's fancy. There's a mask being, but Corvo had like a really cool mask in the first game. What is this? Oh man, that is some reading there. Corvo Attano, the Royal Protector in our Times Part 2. In the act of rebellion, young Jessamine Caldwell chose Corvo as her Royal Protector. When Corvo was 19, she was 12. He served her loyally as a bodyguard, courier, and some say spy. Before and after she was crowned empress, though it was scandalous gossip at the time, it said that began a love affair around 1823 when Jasmine was 18 and Corvo was 25. The next chapter of Attano's life is like something out of a legend. During the time of the rat plague, when the empress fell, Corvo was accused of regicide, I guess that's against royalty, and sentenced for execution. He was thrown into the Coldridge prison and publicly revealed. He escaped, and that's the first mission of the first game, is you escape prison. I do remember that. Escaped as part of a small conspiracy dedicated to throwing down the tyrannical Lord Regent. Corvo struck back at the people who killed the Empress and who wronged him. As the Lord Regent fell, the loyalist conspiracy turned on Corvo, poisoning him. Surviving through some inner resilience, he located the true assassin of the Empress and fought his way out of the flooded district. Corvo eventually cornered the last of the loyalists and the last of the loyalists on Kingsparrow Island at the Burrows Lighthouse and rescued Emily Caldwell, heir to the throne. The romantic involvement between Corvo Attano and Empress Jessamine Caldwell was a terribly kept court secret, and thus it was widely held that Emily Caldwell is their daughter. Following the Following the I don't even know if that's a word. Corvo watched over Emily as she began to rule the Empire of the Isles. Okay, I got through all that. No, it's painful.
The
Painful for
reserves
everybody.
won't help against Delilah.
Oh,
Even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
that's a lot of gold. That's a big old pile of gold. Man. Wish I could keep all that gold. Although that gold probably is about the same buying power now as it did back then. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Milani. Trees on the physical existence of that foreign realm excerpt. It's a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels, or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, the person is lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness, nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as many before have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place we share in the furthest reaches of our mind. The realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and home. The Void. Interesting. Cindy's back. Cindy, you've missed all my reading. Missed all my reading things. Alright, so been there. It's kind of a little hangout in here. Oh my goodness. More reading. More reading. Corvo Attano, World Protector in Our Times, Part 1. Oh, I guess I read Part 2 already. Gotta do Part 1. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena. Spectators from all over Serkonos. Well, they love these fancy names for things. Seriously. We're thrilled to see someone so young and striking from a working class family advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo as a junior officer ranking in the Grand Serkonan Guard. As a soldier, he's involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkonos, and pirate bands along the chain of islands radiating east from Serkonos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkonos, then Theodanis Abel, that's a good name too, father of Luca Abel. Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkonan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old world mystery. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it is recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. Interesting. Cindy says, my apologies, my eyes hurt from reading. My eyes hurt from reading too. I didn't show up to read. Not show up to read in this game. Should I close this door? Can I close this door? So this is like the secret room here. I guess we're going this way. I just want to poke around here just a little bit longer. These little glimpses of the void and dreams are described by those awoken from comas are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there are not a single citizen without such visions at one time or another. This, then, must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it, and we all and we all but wait for the natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless, it'll be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond, the clouds of weightless silver gas, and what things we would learn? Interesting. Okay, well, I'm glad I had to read all that. Some more bullets there. Cindy says, I'll admit I miss being part of your gaming stream. So much fun. Well, hopefully, well, number one, appreciate it. Number two, hopefully it gets more interesting, because I've just been poorly reading a bunch of things, probably for the last half hour. All right, letter from Wyman. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you and your hair all whichever way is when you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your emperor's face. It makes me happy to know the real face. And one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you, and yes, I'll bring some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. Interesting. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I'm joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. It's a little bit of royalty humor there. Take care, my darling Emily. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you, Wyman. Oh. It's like the old pretty tender note there. Tender note. Alright, I think I've got everything I can do in here. What is this? That's an empty bottle. Alright. I think it's time to get out of here. Let's go live life to its fullest. That is a strong ring if it can open a lock like that. Alright, so far so good. I feel like I'm an hour into this. Doesn't take long. Graphics look good. Sounds great. The music in this is great. I think the storm's done outside, hopefully. I was going to preface all of this that we might lose power because there was pretty good amount of lightning going on outside earlier. Let's wait for some loading. I guess I'm blocking the loading bar.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding.
Just move up there.
I should make my way to the docks.
See how that works. Oh, I have guns too? Oh, I think those are from the first game. Those three gentlemen there. And the missions were really like what made this game awesome was the missions in the first one. There was like parties you had to go to and like blend in and just do a lot of sneaking. But like good sneaking, not cheap kind of sneaking. Always close the toilet. Was there something in the toilet? Nope. Just an old school toilet. Always have a little peek, if you can. Keyhole.
Gotta get out of Dunwall.
I'm just gonna assume a lot of things can't kill me yet.
Gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
New mission clue. Wow, there's a lot of clues here. All right, reach the Megan Foster's ship is just off the dot. Represent your best hope for escape. Eliminate Mortimer Ramsey. Mortimer Ramsey should be locked inside the safe room, which contains rations and water. New captain goes by the name of Megan Foster. Arrived at Dunwall. She's looking for Corvo Attano. Maybe she can help you. Secret passageway. The royal chambers that leads to the streets, but you'll need your ring to open it. I feel like I've already got a lot of that. Okay, I guess I read all that stuff already. Objectives: reach the streets. Just read around. Any bone charms? City says it's gonna be a bit mushy for a minute. My mental health history has not been great, but being kind and respectful to me all these years, this price means a lot to me. You, Dana Brennan, have been the best example of what friendship means. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear you haven't been feeling well, Cindy, but at the same time, like, I appreciate it, and also I do think it's good that people can connect online. I'm a big believer the world got really small the last few years, especially the last year and a half, allowing people to connect quite a bit and to keep in contact quite a bit. So I hear you.
What do I have to do to help my father?
Been a rough year.
What do I have to become?
Just rough time for a lot of people. But if this helps, if these streams help, just hanging out, playing some games for a bit, just chatting, I think it's a win-win situation for everybody. All right, I just don't want to like fall and die here.
Something stinks around here. This is not my
Talking
job to
over there.
clean up.
All right. Execute assassins or non-lethal takedowns when dropping onto enemies. How do I do that? Drop takedown. Drop down onto an enemy from above to avoid taking damage. Fall or from a fall. Press RT just before landing to perform a drop assassination or right button to perform a non-lethal takedown that will leave your enemy unconscious. Okay. I don't feel like this guy did enough bad, so I'm going to try to do the non-lethal takedown. So I'm going to hit the right bumper. That still seemed pretty violent.
Uniform.
That still seemed pretty bad because he did smash his head on the ground here. I'm just going to put him over here. Drop him in the bushes. Tumbler. Some bread there. Doesn't like just eating some random bread. I need to check something. I need to check how to do the lean thing. Because I totally missed that. I guess it's not going to tell me again. That's fine.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Ramsey's dead. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Kaldwin has apparently fled the scene. We've got to find her. That's it. You've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Circano, sink or swim.
This is going to be a
There's no way
thing.
to turn back now.
Cindy says, been at that tough spot in my mind around 25 years ago. That's when I hit rock bottom. Well, the further you get away from rock bottom, the better. And may rock bottom never have a basement. Because that's always the worst. What is this? Stay ready if you want. If you want in place just after the Duke and our new Empress make their appearance, things will happen fast. Sorry, I want you in place just after the Duke and our new Empress make their appearance. Things will happen fast. Do your part, and there's a share in the spoils for you and the others. Turn on me now, and I'll ask the Duke to send his assassins after you, after your dear old parents. Trust me, the so-called crown killer is the last dinner guest you want in your home. Mortimer Ramsey.
Talking without a leg, that's what? Nothing. Worse. The former Empress, Emily Kaldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
Okay. I gotta get over there. Can I climb up there?
What wouldn't I give for a bottle of pear soda?
All right. Tutorial, play it your way. Detection isn't the end. Even after you're spotted by enemies, various options are available to you. Kill all enemies in combat, defeat the enemies non-lethally, escape and stay out of sight until the enemies give up searching for you. Use powers, gadgets, and trickery to creatively overcome the situation. Cindy was saying, still work in progress, but so happy to have friends like you, liking me for me and not trying to change me. Well, you can't change people. You can definitely make subtle suggestions that you think might help somebody in the bigger picture, but for the most part, I'm a big believer. Once people kind of hit their early 20s, they kind of are who they are. So, all right, watch your enemy's awareness meter. See how they detect you. Now, when enemies begin to detect you, the awareness meter is displayed overhead, gradually filling up. A full white meter means the enemy will search for you. A full red meter means they have detected you. Oh, okay. I don't really want to have to fight anybody right now.
Everyone's gotta die, yeah. But please, not today.
Can I get this guy? Carry him, carry him, carry him. Can I pickpocket this guy? I wonder if they wake up. And if everything goes all sideways. It's pretty sweet. Cindy says, by the way, looks like you're getting better with the heights.
Where'd you disappear to?
I'm trying. Oh no. Wrong button. I didn't want to have to stab everybody. I really didn't.
You're so dead.
Okay, so the only guard that didn't die was the main one. Everybody else died. Sorry about that. I 100% meant to be a little bit more stealthy than that, but I couldn't see. Don't judge me. Really wish I didn't eat that bread first now, though. My guy's hand is clipped through the door. What's in here? Nothing's in there. This game looks pretty good. Like the graphics, it's a cool style to it. Oh, bread. Give me bread. Give me apple. Didn't shoot anybody. Cindy says no judgment here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Not judging me. Captain Ramsey's orders. All City Watch personnel assigned to post in the immediate vicinity around the Dunwall Tower. On the anniversary tomorrow, we'll be receiving guests from across the Empire. Most are detailed in your itineraries, but there is an unlisted contingent from Karnaka. It's last minute but important. none other than the Duke of Serkonos. Will be traveling with an entourage that includes VIP guests and some rather exotic equipment aimed at impressing our Empress. Let them pass and do not bother harassing them with the usual inspection, nonetheless, of my orders. And if you spoil the surprise, I'll have your head. Disseminate this note to all squads. Captain Mortimer Ramsey, First Officer, Night Watch. Ooh. Okay, so he's in cahoots. Like, I think that goes without saying, but it's definitely in cahoots. It's people overthrowing things here. Okay, I think I probably could have just... Nope, that's electrified. I probably couldn't have taken that path up top. There's a guard over there. Elixir. Really got everybody here.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Kaldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name. Further, the former Empress, Emily Kaldwin, is now wanted for treason.
Just listening.
Any of you found harboring Emily Kaldwin will be fined and arrested. People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised indoors during this.
Well, that's cool. It slows time down. I'm just seeing what's here. Oh, and then you can assign things. Okay. Cindy says, on a positive note, looks like my osteoarthritis is under control. That is good. He almost saw me. Can I hide here? He's gonna see me. He's gonna see me. Let's go this way. Actually, what we should do is close the door. In super sneaky games, it's always a good idea. It's pretty tough looking picture there. City says, you gonna be here for a bit still? I think so. Probably till 10, another 45 minutes. Oh, hi. How did he not see me?
Open this door.
That's what I was saying.
Wind or something. Whatever. Hey, who is into the road for you?
How are you behind me? Oh, you glitched. That's why. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to press the gun button. Okay, so that does that. That's block. Okay, just learning the controls. That was what happened there. That was a byproduct of learning the controls. Just gonna have a snack. Did I just take a fish? Sometimes I just bash the action button a whole bunch of times, and sometimes to take a fish. You're just sitting there watching the fire. This is like a weird, like, not important room. Since this is okay, I'll keep that in mind. A couple of you are all streaming now, and it's hard to support you. It's all good. Hop around, do what you gotta do.
Sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected, a few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south, so arrangements must be made. Ta for now.
The old audiograph. Right. Alright, so I got a bottle. I don't know if I can do this quiet. Like, I really don't.
That's Emily Kaldwin. Check around here. Over there.
You just threw a rock at me. I pressed the wrong button to block again. Taking a lot of damage. All right, see, I really wanted to do that quieter, and it just did not. It did not come together. Because there's a way to play this whole game without killing anybody, and as you can see, not really good at that. Not good at that playstyle. Grab that. Probably going to speed it up just a little bit. It's looking like I'm just going to have to blast my way through. I'll probably just blast my way through. So this is flipping between 3 channels, including yours. It's all good. Just pick one. Just pick one. It's all good. I will be here either way. My gaming experience does not depend on viewership, but I appreciate it. I thought I heard someone running. Oh, the rats. I can hear rats running. Okay, that side tells you if you're hidden or not. Who is this guy?
100 times I thought about leaving this place. I can't do anything for you. You better run.
So it's a coup. Kaldwins have finally fallen. Never thought I'd see the day.
It seems so. And even the legendary Corvo Attano couldn't.
We're just
stop
on a
it.
break right now.
Shh. We shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then.
My family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever made.
In the first game too, like there's a lot of exploring you could do. Oh, I can move when I have them in the unconscious thing. Okay.
I hope the Crown Killer doesn't come back. Nasty business. Killing a Kabod boil like that. I hate this wool. It itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes? Maybe the Crown Killer will come back. Might be wounded. Maybe an easy way for me to earn a medal. Getting so one can't even breathe no more. Oh, this is a terrible assignment.
to keep watch over a place where someone was just gutted, even if it was an ass like Ichabod Boyle.
I'm trying to get him from here.
I didn't sign up to fight some freak like the Crown Killer, a cannibal and whatnot. Hey, who is it?
Oh, it didn't work.
Hey, who is it? Take her! She's wounded! Let's finish her! It's you and me now!
Okay, I really tried to do the drop takedown thing, and as you can see, I pressed the wrong button again. It seems to be the way to do it for me. Didn't die though, not dead yet. Definitely used a lot of bullets. Ichabod Boyle case, witness statement. Witness Peter Atkins, occupation matchbox maker. 16th day, month of Earth. Wow, I guess they know more than there's just Earth. Just before midnight, I was on my way home after a couple ales at the pub, stopping to pee next to the Boyle Company offices. I heard moaning and furniture creaking, so I thought maybe some people were having fun and I could have a peek. But when I got in close to the windows, I saw Mr. Boyle started screaming like a slaughtered pig. He was all tied up. There was someone wearing a hooded cloak, and I swear, I think he was eating up Mr. Boyle's guts. That has to be the Crown Killer, I told myself. And so I ran as fast as I could to the nearest watch post to get help, and your soldiers could have made it to Boyle in time had they not taken half an hour to find me for throwing up anyone who would have done the same after I've been through. You guys should have some respect. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I guess that's Boyle there.
Is that
Ichabod Boyle.
Ichabod Boyle? Another victim of the Crown Killer just days ago in Dunwall.
I guess it was the Crown Killer. Said the Crown Killer's watching. I don't know where I am right now, really. I'm just kind of exploring. It's an interesting typewriter. Any documents here? A lot of reading so far in this game. Not a good choice if you don't like reading. Pistol bullets. I think I got to do less shooting and running into crowds in this game. These are not very well guarded safes here. The least I could do is lock them. Oh, it was that guy. Okay, I'm pretty close to where I'm supposed to be going. I'm gonna try to get back kind of up high again and see if I can sneak my way across that way. Just gonna chow down on that for a bit. Okay, so I guess I could have snuck downstairs that way. There's just things you can interact with. I feel it's irresponsible to leave this on, but I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, because Dishonored 1, you could do a lot of stuff where you just snuck around and outside of buildings and stuff. Okay, did not successfully sneak around in that, but oh, that looks painful. I just want to turn that guy around because there's no way you want someone to find him in that position. He didn't hear it. Figured he would have heard that for sure. Alright. Just gonna bring this guy over here. See, I will, like, once I learn the controls, I'll do my best to not just blast and stab my way through this game.
Supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
No, get up there.
That's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
All right, I'm close to where I gotta go. You go in that building. Okay, we'll see if this works. I think I can go over here. This way. This may work. This may not work. Oh my god, I made it. So I feel like there's probably a door up here. And then I can go through this building. Or at least a way to kind of climb around here. Kay says grappling hook would probably come in handy right now. I hear you. There in the first one there was a because you kind of have special powers in the first one, and one of them was called Blink. And Blink, you could kind of not teleport, but it was kind of the same thing. You could quickly kind of like blast over to where you're trying to get to, similar to a grappling hook. Do not see me. Do not see me. Do not see me. Just curious. Still in sync. Because apparently with Elgato capture card and Max, they followed a sync later on. That's why I wanted to do this for like a couple hours. To see if it stayed in sync. It should be fixed by now. They should be able to patch it by now. There's a guard down there walking. Now he's walking away.
Damn it. I need to pee.
Get him. Okay, so that was the guard that was over here.
First, the shortage of order,
have
then
to
the murders.
understand.
Now, what's ever going on tonight?
I'm surprised no one's freaking out right now. Because I look pretty suspicious. Wandering around eating their bread.
I'm thinking we need another evening of Langford
I just
fighting
stole from the
between
shopkeep.
some of the guards earlier.
Do not judge me.
This is bad.
It's a video game. It's not Link or yeah. And Zelda just running around smashing everybody's everything, taking their money. Case is still in sync. Thank you. This is back and in one piece. Excellent. Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Kaldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, notable entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. I've already read this. Already read that one. That's just the paper. Who are you?
If there's something you need, I pay my taxes and all the fees.
Just gonna take
I'd
your
pay
money.
bribes too if it meant the roads weren't blocked off.
Not judge me.
It's been hard getting any business done here in Dunwall. But that's all about to change. City Watch has its hands full with what's been happening. Crown Killer lunatic and all. Whatever the Royals are fighting now.
Can I get up there?
That's what I'm saying. A network of shops selling contraband just like they've got down in Sarkonis. People are getting rich in Galero and Carnarvon.
Ah, the Hatter Gang. Also ready to
There we
break
go.
from times of turmoil.
Trying to get a hang of the
Right, and we take a cut on the sales. I'm telling you, the wind is blowing in our favor for once. That's what do you think that was?
Let's ask the land agent to re-inspect the riverside drains.
I was just curious to see what they would do.
I'm thinking
Can I jump over there?
soon on the back lawn.
Sure. What?
Is he really gonna walk all the way up here?
Did I imagine? No. Let's show this one some of the new Dunwall hospitality.
I tried to not have to do this to everybody. That is not a good. That looks super painful. That actually looks more painful than it looks. Can I loot this person? No, I don't want to pick him up. Right down. Well, I tried. I tried to not blast and stab everybody. I really. Well, I didn't blast. I just stabbed. Cindy says, put on a Pennywise mask and you'll be creepy. Well, I don't know if I have access to a clown mask in this game. Sorry, gang. I really didn't mean to stab everybody. Close to the boat now, though. Okay, I already know I don't want to go this way. I already know walking around the water is not what I want to do. Alright. Different approach. I want to try to go up top. I don't want to be blasting, stabbing my way through this. There we go. There we go. So it's kind of, not say it's like Dying Light, but it's got a little bit of that feel to it. Oh, I think I can walk across there. Cindy cringed out at distorted, but yeah, that's probably one of the worst. Okay, I think I can walk across this. The dreadful whale, that's where I gotta get to. There's stuff up there I want to look at. But, oh, wow. There's a lot of people here. This could turn into a thing. I'm apologizing in advance for all the people that might get blasted and stabbed in the next 10 minutes. Okay, so how do you not notice you walking across that? I don't know. I don't know where they hire these people. I just don't get it. I feel like I would notice. Why are you coming this way? Okay, number one, you're facing the wrong way. Number two, I feel like I got the first time I jumped down on people. Fablewick's joining us on Twitch. So are you streaming this Facebook as well? I'm seeing Facebook, Cindy. Yes, I'm using Restream to send this out to a few places at the same time. I wonder if I can swim across to that. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Alright, this might get a little bit loud and stabby. See if I can make this work. Drop him. You are all terrible guards. Alright. Just gonna leave you there. You are clipping through. I can't deal when people are clipping in weird ways. I'm assuming I just got to get to this boat.
So there's some kind of shitstorm.
Made it.
Lady,
I made
you
it.
Want to hear what I've got to say? I guarantee it. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
Do I get a mask?
There's a coup underway, and
Do I get a
I'm being
mask?
blamed for the Crown Killer murders.
It's missing
I don't care what my face looks like.
our
My
arm.
name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton.
Something
But
really
Corvo's
bad
gone.
happened
The
on the
Duke
right
of
side,
Sokonos is
I'm
here
guessing.
with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
So,
Not just yet. I
not
want to
just yet.
just look around just a little bit longer. Kay said, I think I would notice surely you'd see the movement in your peripheral. I agree. Kay says they all need fired. They all definitely all need to be fired. Fire all of them. Look at this. There's a little speedboat. It's a cool looking boat. Don't know a lot about boats, but it looks pretty cool. I want to see what those posters say over there. Just gonna go adventuring for a second. Oh, that's the end of that. Sorry, don't judge me for that. Don't judge me for that. I just want to see what these posters say.
What wouldn't I give?
Wanted.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death.
Okay, I've killed like everybody. down there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Tower Black Pony Pub. Okay. Where's the you are here? Dunwall Courier, City Watch Armory. It's like I've been.
City Watch in this time of transition.
Reward 15,000 coins.
I'm hungry.
Authorizing. There was a way you could look through walls in the first game too. Cindy says no judgment here. Thank you. Drop him. Drop him. There is someone here. Oh, dropped his arm off. Okay, that worked out. Again, I'm really not conserving ammo in this game. It's not my style. Oh, that guy woke up. I think the guy down there, I think he woke up.
Ready?
He just threw something at me. Okay, I think things got bad. He's trying to throw stuff at me. What a jerk. I just wanted to adventure a little bit. Woe's Plague. I will read that later. I'm just not in the mood to read right now. I wonder if I can hit him in the face with the bottle. Did a good job with the set design. It's very cool. That looks incredibly comfortable and not comfortable at the same time. Let's see if I can hit him with a bottle. Oh, I can. Oh, that was gruesome. Oh, I had 10 coins on him. Alright, I think that's it. That's all I kind of wanted to see, so.
Who's running around over there?
I know who's running around over here.
Hey, who is...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought he was going to go backwards, like upside down over the railing there. I thought that was going to be pretty cool. I hope it's not like the first game, where like the more people you kill, the more rats there are. Because right now, I'm killing a lot of people. They're still asleep. All right, I think I've accomplished all I wanted to accomplish here. Unfortunately, leaving a definite trail of destruction. A lot of broken families. Oh, come on, climb up. There we go. She's gonna be like, "Are you ready to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go."
You ready yet?
Yes.
Let's set out for Karnaka.
Okay, so I didn't want it to take down that many people, but stealth, not stealthy. Merciful, didn't kill anybody. Nope. Hostiles killed 22, really? I didn't think there was 22. Alarms rung 0. Okay, so lethal and assault. So I definitely did a lot there. There was 1,490 coins in there. 2 paintings. Interesting. So I guess you can redo these missions if you want to like not kill everybody, blast everybody. Then he says you stealthy, never. No, loud and slow. Usually the way is loud and slow. There was some more stuff there to look at, but I totally missed it. So I think I might call it there because we're getting to a new level, I think. So if it gives me a chance to save, I might go ahead and save. We'll just see how this sets everything up.
Am I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd.
All right, I think this is saved automatically. I'm gonna see. Save game. Yes, create new save game. Okay, looks pretty saved. Looks pretty saved. Oh, tutorials there because there's the lean out. Hold the Y button and move. Okay, that's what I did not know how to do. Hold RT. Okay, that I didn't realize that one either. Press RT just before landing in front of assassination. Okay, so I'm really gonna try to not just kill everybody when I go through this game, but right trigger quick save. That's fast too. Oh, okay. So you can do quick saves and quick loads. So if you like totally botch something, you can reload quickly. I get that. That's a PC style way of doing stuff. I'm gonna go to the quit game. You want to quit game all unsaved? Yes. Back to the main menu. So I want to go back to the main menu just so I can chat for a second before we head out here. City says, awesome stream as always. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying this game so far. It looks great. I'm way more comfortable sitting in the office. That helps too. It's a little thing. Comfort's important. Somebody says, see you Thursday or Sunday. Thursday, I'll be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, part 2 of Dishonored 2 on Xbox One. And then see you Sunday. We'll see. Sunday is always... We see on Sunday. We see on Sunday if we're going to do Sunday. Life hits hard sometimes, so hopefully we can get a 10th Machine stream going on Sunday. That'll be good. Case has enjoyed watching, missed the stream. I missed it too, but again, I just wanted to get things together. Hopefully you like the new setup. It's just a few tweaks, but on my end, it's so much better. Green screen was cool and everything, but I like this. All right, thanks again everyone for watching HeyLangford Gaming. Again, we're playing Dishonored 2 on Xbox One. It's the first time playthrough. I will see you. I'll see everybody. Oh, actually, just remember one thing. I'll see everybody here, hopefully on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow on Dear Bands Live, we've got a special edition. Buddy Ian Combs wants to do some chit chat about touring tips for touring. So we're going to be live tomorrow on the Dear Bands Live page on Facebook and on YouTube at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we're talking some tips for touring. This could get spicy. Could get spicy when we start talking about stuff in there. Have a good rest of your evening, everybody. It's been time for today. Talk to you later.